Hey guys, so today I have a first impression video for you guys, and I've been waiting for this product for like a week. I got it yesterday in the afternoon, and if you follow me on Snapchat, you know that I was like snapping and showing you guys everything that I got. I got it in 3 different shades right here. I was praying that one of them matched me because I went to the beach 3 days ago and I was like, oh my god, I'm getting so dark, I'm not gonna match anything. So I was kind of worried, but thankfully one of them matched me, and this is my actual shade. It's Y415, and I'm going to explain to you guys the shades in a little bit, but I'm going to jump in and talk about the foundation before I go in with the demo. I do have the actual original HD foundation, which is like the same packaging, except that this one, the new one, has a metal round top and actually does have a pump. It retails for $43 and it comes in over 40 shades, which is amazing because the original HD foundation comes in 26 shades. So that means no matter what your skin tone is, you're going to be able to find one that matches you. Now I'm going to talk about what this foundation claims to do. So this is supposed to be like a 4K foundation. It's great for people who work in the TV, film, photography industry because it's supposed to look like really natural and super HD. I was able to try this today for the entire day, and I'm going to give you my overall thoughts about the foundation. It is a lightweight foundation, but it's medium to full coverage. When I first applied it on my face, I was like, this is nice because this foundation claims to cover your entire face with just 2 pumps. 2 pumps was completely fine on my face. It did cover everything, but you guys know that I love really full coverage foundations, and that's why I added 2 more pumps, and then it gave me this really nice full coverage look. I maybe should put my hair behind my ears so you guys can see it a little bit better, but I do really like it because it covered everything on my face. And when I was taking my selfies, it just looked really photoshopped and really clear. I was like, oh my god, this looks really good. And then when I was filming it, like actually putting it on my face, you guys know I'm a little bit blind, so I had to do like a little close-up of the viewfinder whenever I was putting my foundation on, and it looked so freaking good. It does feel a little bit thicker than the original foundation, and it's not as liquidy as the original foundation. I do like the fact that it has a pump on the foundation because it just makes it easier for you to apply it and you don't have to waste a ton of product. This foundation is more pigmented than this foundation right here. When I applied this foundation by itself, I wasn't able to just... What happened, Mackie boy? You okay? When I show you guys the demo in a few minutes, you're going to see how much it covered my skin. But the best part was that this foundation felt really lightweight on my skin. Like, it didn't feel like I was wearing a lot of foundation on my face. And I do really like that. You guys know that whenever I wear foundation, I love for it to look like full coverage, like Photoshop, like cake face. But sometimes you don't really want to go with that look, especially when you're filming, because it does show on camera, and whenever you take pictures, it will show. So that's something that I did like about this foundation. Something else I noticed about this foundation is that when I put it on my skin, it took a few minutes for it to set, but when it did set on my face, it was a nice satin finish, so it looked really nice and natural, and it looked like I was glowing from within. It still gave me a nice like sun-kissed glow for some reason, and I really like that. I didn't set the foundation at all with any powders or spray or anything like that. Whenever I set my foundations, I like to use the Saldana setting spray, which is my holy grail, especially for the summertime because it is extremely hot in New York right now. It's like 100 degrees, and if you walk outside with a full face of makeup like this right now, I guarantee you 100% you're gonna start sweating your A off because the heat is no joke in New York right now. It's like 100 degrees outside. So I like using this Saldana spray just because I feel like it keeps my makeup in place at all times for a really long time. And I didn't set my foundation today, and I went outside, I took out Mac for a walk, I went to Starbucks, and nothing happened to my face. It's still in place. I did apply some illuminator on the high points of my cheeks, but I did notice that I did start to get a little bit oily on my T-zone, and that's mainly because I'm oily, and whenever I use a foundation that's not mattifying, I have to make sure that I use a mattifying primer or a mattifying setting spray, or else I'm gonna get oily no matter what. And this foundation says that it's great for all skin types, so if you have oily skin, I think you will really like it, especially if you use like a mattifying primer. If you have dry skin, you will also love this foundation because it gives you a nice satin finish and it still moisturizes your skin. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the demo. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did and you want to see more foundation or other products review, make sure to leave them down in the comments below. So let's go ahead and get started. I was watching the Sephora video that they did on this foundation, and it said that with 2 pumps you can cover your entire face. So I just did 2 pumps on my hand right now, and we're gonna try it out and see if it's true, because I think it takes more than 2 pumps for me to ever do my foundation. I feel like now, since I don't have acne on my face, I can get away with less foundation on my face, but we shall see. The original version was a little like, well, it was very light coverage, so let's see how this one works out. I do like how it's blending in. And I didn't even mention I'm using a Morphe E6 brush. This is a flat top kabuki brush, which I like to use for my foundations, especially for my liquid foundations. So it is medium coverage, because you guys can see it's covered my dark spots so far. And I do like this color. I feel like it's blending in really nice with my skin tone right now, or with my tan body. So I'm actually gonna do 2 more pumps, just because I feel like I need a little bit more of coverage. It does look really natural on my skin, that I do have to say. So I do see that the foundation is taking a little while to set into my skin, but I know it's not completely matte, because it gives you a nice and natural finish on your face. So we're gonna wait for it to dry up, and then I'm gonna do the rest of my face. But so far, I actually really like it. I think this is gonna be nice to wear, especially when I'm filming or when I'm taking my Instagram selfies, but we shall see. I'm gonna put it to a test before I make that final decision. So I'm gonna do the rest of my face, and I will be right back. So I've already done my entire face, and I do really like it. The only thing that I have to say is, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see it. It looks really nice and flawless, like on the camera and like on pictures, but I do see that it emphasizes my pores just a tiny bit. But besides that, I don't have any other complaints about it. As you guys can see, it looks really good. Like, I actually love it, better than actually the first one. The first one, it gave me a really nice light coverage, which, you know, it was good for someone who doesn't have any acne scars or any acne or anything at all. It's an amazing foundation. But for someone like me that has a little bit of scars on my face, I like my foundations to be medium to full coverage. That one was a little bit more on the lighter side. This one is definitely medium to buildable coverage, and I do like that about it. So I'm going to test it out for the rest of the day. I didn't set my foundation at all, because I usually set it with my Skindinavia setting spray. This thing is amazing, no joke. If you live like in Arizona or like a really hot, humid place, you're gonna love that thing. It's been like 100 degrees for the past 4 days here in New York, and I've been using that over my matte velvet foundation. Not one thing has came off my face, so I really like that. But since I'm trying out this foundation for the first time today, I'm not gonna put that spray on my face, just because I want to see if it's long lasting, and if it's gonna stay on my face. I'm actually gonna go to Sephora right now and run some errands around and walk my Mackie boy. So I will check back with you guys in a little bit. But so far, I want to say this foundation looks banging on camera. Like, it looks really good, like 4K. Yeah. So right now it's 6:49 p.m. Can you guys see that? It's actually been almost 4 hours since I put on my foundation, and this still looks good, you guys. And it's so hot today, so I'm really surprised that the foundation has still been on my face and it hasn't moved whatsoever. If I would have never used a mattifying primer, my face would have been a little bit blotchy, and it would have been like melting off my face. One, because it's like 100 degrees in New York today, and I did not use the setting spray, and I did not use a setting powder as well. So I really like the foundation. I'm doing a close-up so you guys can see it, but I think it looks really good for the amount of time that I have with it on and the weather-wise here in New York. So I actually really like it. And I didn't even mention if the foundation has a scent. It doesn't have a scent at all. I think it just smells like foundations, like regular foundations. But besides that, I actually really like this foundation, and I'm gonna try it out for a few more days and let you guys know how I like it. You guys know if I love it, it's gonna be in my monthly favorites. If I hate it, it's also gonna be in my monthly favorites. But so far, I really like it, and I'm gonna take some more pictures and I'm gonna post them on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. So if you guys want to follow me there to stay updated with how the foundation works, make sure to follow me there. But I guess this is it for the video. It is so hot in here, so I'm gonna go and take off all this makeup. But I really like the foundation, and I give it a 9 out of 10 just because it's a really good foundation. And of course, Makeup Forever Matte Velvet is one of my favorites, and now this one is definitely up there with that one. So that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if there's any other products that you will want for me to review, make sure to comment them. Comment with the products in the... what am I saying? Make sure to leave them down in the comments below. I always love reading your comments and talking to you guys. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye guys.